Taylor Swift's marketing is not just about selling an album. It is about building a cultural event that is meticulously planned and expertly executed. Her album Reveal on the New Heights podcast with Jason and Travis Kelce was a masterclass in modern marketing. A perfectly orchestrated performance that went far beyond the simple announcement to dominate the news cycle and engage millions of people on a level that felt personal and profound. The entire rollout was a carefully designed theatrical event from the very beginning, with the anticipation built for weeks through a trail of strategically placed breadcrumbs and subtle hints that only the most dedicated fans, known as Swifties, would pick up on. This brilliant strategy transforms a simple album release into a thrilling game, a massive scavenger hunt that every fan feels they are a part of. The podcast itself was the final piece of the puzzle, a perfectly timed Trojan horse that delivered a world-shattering announcement to a dual audience that was already primed for something big. A loyal fanbase and the vast, new demographic of NFL fans who were curious about the pop culture phenomenon. The first major marketing trick was the narrative itself, which was expertly leveraged for maximum impact. The podcast appearance wasn't a random choice. It was deeply intertwined with the existing public narrative surrounding Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship. By appearing on their show, she wasn't just a pop star promoting her work. She was a girlfriend supporting her partner, which immediately humanized the event and made it feel personal. This created a perfect storm of audiences that converged on the episode, with Swifties who would follow her anywhere and a new group of football fans who were curious about the pop culture icon. The podcast's social media teasers were the first domino to fall. They were intentionally cryptic, using a brand new orange and glittered aesthetic that was a stark departure from their usual branding. This small detail was a giant billboard to the fan base, who immediately began to dissect every frame for clues and decode the meaning of the glittered font and the countdown timer on her website. This calculated ambiguity is a core part of her marketing genius, as it creates a sense of shared, exclusive knowledge among her fans, making them feel like they are insiders who can decipher her master plan. The next brilliant layer of the marketing genius was the controlled information rollout, which created an organic, global conversation that was unstoppable. The podcast was pre-recorded, giving her team and the podcast producers total control over the exact moment of the announcement. They released a short teaser clip a day before the full episode dropped, showing Swift with a briefcase and a blurred-out album cover. This single, deliberate action was enough to send the internet into a frenzy. It gave brands, media outlets, and fans just enough information to get in on the action without revealing the full picture. It was an invitation for everyone to participate in the spectacle. Brands from Tarte Cosmetics to Dunkin' and even Petco rushed to create social media content that incorporated the orange and glitter theme, leveraging the cultural moment for their own gain and ensuring the album was a part of every online conversation. This organic, user-driven content amplified the album announcement far beyond what any traditional advertising budget could ever achieve. The release of the full podcast episode then served as the ultimate climax, with the full reveal and the subsequent release of cover art and a tracklist on her social media, which dominated the conversation for days. It was a perfectly synchronized, multi-platform event that showed a deep understanding of how modern media and audience behavior work together. Before we continue, did you know you can get your music featured in front of nearly 250 subscribers? We're now featuring your clips of you singing, playing an instrument or your music video on our YouTube shorts, which have garnered over 400 million views. Pick your video, we'll post it, and even pin a link to your socials. Use the code MGFeature50 for 50% off your first feature. Link in the description. Another brilliant trick that she has mastered is the strategic use of collaborations and remixes to extend the life of an album. While this particular reveal did not immediately feature these elements, they are a consistent part of her wider marketing playbook, especially when it comes to maximizing an album's impact and reach. For a recent example, with her previous album, The Tortured Poet's Apartment, she did not just release the album on a Friday, she surprised fans 2 hours after the initial release with a double album, The Tortured Poet's Apartment, the anthology featuring an additional 15 songs. This strategy creates a massive second wave of buzz and media coverage, ensuring the album stays at the forefront of the conversation long after the initial hype fades. It also drives fans back to streaming services and her website to engage with the new content, creating a new sales and streaming cycle. Furthermore, she consistently leverages collaborations with other high-profile artists, such as her work with Post Malone on the lead single Fortnite, or her numerous remixes, like the one with Ice Spice on Karma. These collaborations are about more than just music. They are a key marketing tool that introduces her music to new fan bases, cross-pollinating audiences and expanding her reach in a way that feels authentic and exciting. When she released a new version of Karma with Ice Spice, it not only created a new song for fans to listen to, but it also became a marketing event in itself, with a new music video and a series of social media promotions that drove millions of views and streams from a completely different demographic. This use of strategic partnerships is a masterclass in using other artists as a channel to reach new listeners and keep her own work in the spotlight. The final piece of this marketing puzzle, and perhaps the most important in the modern era, is her focus on exclusivity and scarcity, which fuels fan engagement and physical sales in a way that few artists can replicate. With every new album, she releases multiple limited edition vinyls, CDs, and cassette tapes, each with a different bonus track, unique artwork, or a slightly different color. This strategy creates a powerful sense of urgency for fans to collect every single version, driving up pre-orders and sales in a way that is unmatched. The online countdowns and limited-time merchandise drops are all part of this well-oiled machine. This meticulous planning is what allows her to consistently break records for physical album sales in an age dominated by digital streaming. It's a genius combination of modern digital strategy with classic retail marketing that plays directly into her fanbase's desire for tangible collectibles. The entire album rollout, from the cryptic hints on a podcast to the limited edition merchandise, is designed to be a fully immersive and participatory experience that transforms the simple act of listening to music into a deep and meaningful connection. It is not just a marketing campaign. It is a meticulously crafted narrative that makes every fan feel like they are a part of her personal journey and her story. It is this unique and profound connection with her audience, built on a foundation of trust, authenticity, and surprise, that makes her not just a musical artist, but a true marketing mastermind. If you enjoyed this video and would like a say in what future videos to dissect, join our membership program through the link in the description for exclusive perks, including priority replies to comments, members-only videos, loyalty badges, and of course, a voice in future videos. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.